Hello, Thomas here. Angel Fire Knives. I had a prompt popped up when I hit the to start the live, and I was sitting there reading it. I didn't realize the live was was already going. My screen was all black. I hit close, and then here we are, right in the middle of it. So yeah, here we are, Friday afternoon. We survived the week. Survived the week. A lot of crazy shit in the news. Man, people trying to run over fucking stupid ass federal agents and stupid ass people doing stupid shit to other stupid people. It's kind of dumb. It's like, dude, you know those people, federal agents like that, and the cops, they practice being proficient at killing motherfuckers in their spare time. That's what they do in their spare time. Is practice becoming proficient at killing motherfuckers. So if you're out fucking with them, I'm not saying it's okay. It's never okay for a cop to kill anybody, in my opinion. But you fuck around and find out too. So it's like two sides of that coin. And apparently that's been a string of incidents like that been going on this week. Crazy. Well, I got a lot of stuff done. All the karambits, MagnaCut karambits. If you're waiting on a MagnaCut karambit or S90V, what's up, Mo? How you doing, buddy? Those I was working on all day, and actually right before I started this live, I finished putting all the handles on. So the handles are being glued up right now. Anything new for sale? Yes, I will. That's what I was just saying. I was finishing up this batch. I'll have new stuff probably Monday or Tuesday. So I will have some MagnaCut karambits and some S90V, at least one S90V karambit. I also got in some cool stuff. I got a water jet shipment in yesterday, and I got in 3 really cool pieces. And this steel is Zephyrnet stainless steel from Zap. It's a powder metal steel. What it is this Zephyrnet is a MagnaCut equivalent. It's got the exact same formula as MagnaCut, and then they throw some extra stuff in there to, I guess, get around the patent. But I do have Hellraisers in Zephyrnet. I do have a few of these available. I think I got 5, 6, maybe. Hold on, let me see. I got 6. 6 of these bad boys available in MagnaCut equivalent steel. The thing about the Zephyrnet is it's cheaper than MagnaCut. These will be on average, my price will be about $50 cheaper than what I would sell it in MagnaCut. So these are going to be just over $300. MagnaCut, these run about $375, $377, I think is what I sell them for. So these, yeah, right around $3.25. It's pretty good price for a full size karambit and some powdered metal stainless steel. In addition to that guy, we got a new model, brand new for 2026. I have a mini Hellraiser. And man, these are cool. These are really cool little knives. I like the little one better than the big one. And I carry some pretty nice size karambits. Like I carry a full size Guardian and the Watchman. I've got a Fu. But yeah, I'm digging these mini Hellraisers. This is also the Zephyrnet stainless steel, so the MagnaCut equivalent. I've only got 4 of these available, and these will run $323, and that's with carbon fiber handle, carbon fiber G10. If you want something else besides that, you want a custom handle, feel free. You can get a custom handle. They just run you a little bit more. Let's see. Ava Dita is right on. You like my jacket? It's just layers. It's a vest, and all my clothes I'm wearing right now have holes in them. All except for my socks. Except for my socks. So yeah, these little mini Hellraisers are badass. Well, thank you, Ava. Appreciate that. It keeps me warm. It's cold here in Colorado today. It's cold in the Badlands of Colorado today. But yeah, I'm digging these. So I said I got three models. I got two new ones out of this batch. The other one I got that I'm super stoked on. Part of the reason I'm pretty stoked is because these were supposed to be ready last spring. I was going to do this model, but I was just busy and couldn't get to it. Bam! Little pocket buoy. I got to adjust the holes. Never mind the holes. Forget those are there. And I was doodling a little bit on the blank. So these are also Z-Finette. Here, I'll show you one without all my extra stuff on there. They got a nice thick blade to them, so I will be able to do a little sculpting on the profile. That way I'm not, I had to make a little bit bigger than what I did the prototypes in. That way, like I said, I have a little room to sculpt on. I can play around with them. Each one, like this one gives I pulled the cutting edge profile back a little bit, and so it has a little bit more belly right here. Where this one is thicker down here because I haven't done that. So there's room to sculpt on. There's room to play around with them so I can make them unique, kind of like one of a kind. And the exciting thing about these guys, if you get them in either G10 or carbon fiber, they're less than 300. And the Z-Finette stainless steel. I'll be running these at 287. Is that right? Yeah. 287. And they'll include a Kydex sheath. You can put them in your pocket because I am selling them as pocket buoys. They're 7 inches overall, so they got about a 3.5 inch. Wait, let me measure. They're supposed to be 7 inches. I have not measured since they came in. Holy shit! Nope, these are a lot bigger than 7 inches. All right. Well, that's crazy. So, 4-inch handle, 4.5 inch blade. So they're 8.5 inch. Overall, they're 1.5 inches over what they were supposed to be. I thought they looked a little bit big, but that's cool. We're gonna run them. So I guess that means I'm gonna do a smaller model, one a little bit smaller, because I wanted one at 7 inches. That's like that. That's what it's supposed to be. And then I'm gonna also run one larger and a little bit skinnier. If anybody, any of y'all familiar with Almar knives? Anybody? What's up, Vince? Is Vince, I can't say which, I can't pronounce your the rest of it. Vince Cross, whatever. What's up, buddy? But yeah, Almar, back in the day, and I mean, like, I think late 90s, early 2000s, maybe even mid 90s. Okay, early 90s. They did a Almar Knives. They did a really cool set of like EDC fixed blades. There was a buoy, there was a dagger, and then there was something else. But they had a really nice brass guard and like rosewood handle, and it was like pretty slim piece. I don't have anything. It was a pretty slim knife, like slimmer than these guys. So that's what I'm going to do. Next run of Z-Finette, I'll do the larger one. It'll be 10.5 inches overall. So you'll have a 4.5 inch blade and about 4.5 inch handle with about a 6 inch blade. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Mo. I can definitely email me, angelfireknives@gmail.com. Send me email, and yeah, if you want a mini and some stag, dude, I even got some colored stag. And And I kind of cracked a code on like the colored stuff. Like my stuff, it probably wouldn't come out as vibrant as this, but I can dye stag. I can also dye other things like ivory. Check this out. I dyed this ivory the other day. It was like obviously was solid white. I put all those blue streaks in there. What's up, Jamie Nunez? How you doing, buddy? But yeah, this is fossilized walrus tusk, and I threw some blue streaks in there. What I'm gonna do with this is I got a big old chunk of Damascus. I'm gonna make a backup blade, a little ring knife, something similar to this in Damascus, and throw these on there. That'll look pretty legit, I think. So yeah, dude. Mo, I know I went off on a tangent there. Yeah, send me a message. I got stag. I've got some walrus ivory. I got some cross-cut mammoth tusk. That stuff may all be spoken for. I will have to double check, but it's some pretty cool stuff. Man, I should have brought that over here for y'all to see. I also got this badass Adam DeVille San Mai. Check it out. It's got like a dragon skin core with like copper and nickel shims, and then copper and nickel and like what does he say? 01. Copper, nickel, and 01. That's gonna make a wild ass knife or two. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go grab the other stuff. I got it in the next shed over. Bear with me. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with your regular scheduled programming. Okay, here we are back at it. Y'all gotta see this shit. This stuff's pretty fucking legit. So here's got in some cross-cut molar, mammoth molar, mastodon molar, somebody's molar. I got a little bit of blue to it. This stuff looks really sharp on a blade. So I got the blue. I got this stuff here, kind of pinkish red. This stuff looks pretty good. More cross-cut molar. Really nice stuff. Now this one here is a wild fuck. It's the same cross-cut molar material, but it's got like pink and purple, and black. Yeah, it's a pretty wild piece here. It's gonna make really nice handles. And then this was the cross-cut mammoth tusk. This stuff looks really sharp when you put it on a full tang blade. So yeah, this is the mammoth tusk is just like the tusk comes down. This is just cut and sawed in slices, and then it got soaked in resin. I'm assuming that black that you see is all resin, so it's kind of like stabilized and one solid piece now. So there's that. These are really cool. Like a two-toned cross-cut. It was really nice there. It'll make a nice, really nice knife handle. This stuff isn't available. It's already spoken for. But it is a really, really nice piece of walrus tusk. This stuff ends up looking really, really good on knives. She ain't cheap. This stuff isn't cheap either. Like this piece here is probably, if I had to guess, like $550, maybe $600 for this piece. I didn't pay for it. However, I do have the end piece from this is the very tip from this piece, from this tusk. I do have this available, and this would fit on a karambit. It's got some really good color to it. So this piece is mine already, and like I said, it is available. Available to go on a custom order. So I took some of the pith. You see the inside part, and I threw it in some dye, just a quick dye. You see all that blue speckles in there. I'll probably end up putting this on a knife. This is kind of an experiment. How much for this? This depends on the knife and depends on what you're going on, what it's going on. If it was going on, let's say something like this, I mean, it would totally work either way. It would work either way, like this or upside down. This piece is probably going to add about $300 to the order though. It's one, you got to pay for the piece, and two, they didn't like a chunk of carbon fiber. Like carbon fiber already comes pretty flat, and all I got to do is cut the shape out. This takes a lot more work to process it and get it to where it will fit on the handle and look right. What's crazy about this stuff is you got to do all the work from the bottom. Whereas like when I put on carbon fiber, all the work's done on top. Well, I get it flat, right? I smooth that part out, and then it's like attached. You got it attached, and then all the work's done to the top, right? With this, it's not. It's the opposite. All the work's got to be done from the bottom up. Otherwise, you lose all that brilliant color in there. And apparently, these pieces like this with the blue in it are like really highly sought after. From what they tell me, word on the street has it that the blue is the popular stuff. Usually pretty high dollar stuff too. So yeah, that'll work. I can put that on there. Also, like I said, if you want stag, I got plenty of stag, and I can do like a slight polish. Like if you're getting stag, I would throw on some bronze or brass pins. Probably bronze. I like bronze better. And I do like a slight polish on it. What's up, ITZ? But yeah, don't have any. Right, man. Like all my stuff is I got this batch almost done. I will have out of that. I think I have about 5 or 6 that are available. There's 13 pieces. I think maybe 7 available out of that. And I'm gonna jump on these next, as well as I got the Damascus karambits. So we'll have these coming out, these, and then I have the full size Hellraiser somewhere. Full size Hellraiser, Magna Cut equivalent. Badass. It'd be a cool little set to have. Usually I would say, like, get the full size for yourself and get the mini for your old lady. This mini's badass. I would just get both of them for yourself and buy her something. Go buy her some fucking flowers or something. That's what I would do if I were you. Yeah. It makes a cool set. And I don't know if you know this. You probably don't know this. Aside from me being the Karambit King, I am the only one that makes pocket. I can make pocket sheaths for Karambits. This is a butt pocket, obviously. I mean, I suppose it would fit in your. I do a little bit different style, a little slimmer profile for your front pocket. But these work great. Slide right on that. So yeah, you get a Karambit and you want a pocket sheath where that sucker doesn't. You don't have to have a belt. You just slide it in your pocket. I also have do the pocket sheaths for our backup blades too. I have some of these available here soon too. Just trying to get one out with the sheath so you can see the sheath. There's pocket sheath. This sucker, you just hook it on the corner of your pocket and draw your knife. Yeah, I'll have some of these available here soon. Let's see, what else? So buoys are next. Little pocket buoys. Well, I don't know. These aren't exactly pocket size. Now that I'm measuring them 8.5 inches. Well, I don't know. But I'm gonna be doing them anyway. Mini Hellraisers. Oh, I got these coming out here soon too. I don't know if any of y'all seen these. D-Guard buoy, 1/4 inch thick Nitro V. I'll be starting on these here real soon. A bunch of stuff I'm starting on real soon. In the next week. As soon as I finish up this current batch, we'll jump on this stuff. So I'll be heat treating next week. Yeah. I got 2 of these available. So if you want one of these, let me know. We're gonna run around 8 bills. And getting carbon fiber handle. These will be sharp, and it includes a sheath. Do I forge them myself? I do forge some things myself, but I don't forge stainless steel. Everything I've showed y'all today has all been stainless steel. I did forge out a couple guards for some Damascus blades. I've already shipped those out. Yeah, I finished that Sheffield buoy. I might have waited, but it got shipped out. But I'll have some more cool stuff for you. More cool stuff coming out. But yeah, I do forge from time to time. Most of the stuff, all this stuff is they call stock removal. But I'll have some forged blades here. I got Blade Show. I'll be at Blade Show, Texas here March 20th, 21st. I'll have some forged blades before then, before the show. 1 or 2 at least. And then what I've been doing too is I've got some fancy Damascus, like that piece I just showed, like this Adam DeVille Damascus. And what I've been doing on the smaller billets, because I've got several billets, but like obviously this one's a big one. But on the smaller billets, what I do is I forge the tang out, forge a hidden tang, and then I will hot fit a guard and spacer. So I'll be doing lives. I did a live on the last one I did. I think I did a live, so there should be some kind of video evidence of it. But yeah, I'll be doing more forging here soon. Definitely before it gets hot. Once it gets hot here, I'm not going to be forging shit. I'm going to just be grinding. I'll just be on the grind. So, if you want one of these, I got one of these available. Fancy Damascus stuff. But yeah, and I'll have some high carbon Damascus coming out here real soon. Next week, I'll be starting that stuff too. Probably be starting like, I don't know, close to 30 knives, 30 pieces tomorrow. or next week. It's that time of year, getting ready for Blade Show. It's getting close to crunch time, so I got to knock out some pieces because I don't have anything for sale right now. Let's see. Oh, right on. Let's see. It's I made first custom knife around a decade ago. The knife shop on Burnett Road in Austin. Small cord wrap Kiridashi. Right on. That's cool, man. Yeah, I think I know which ones. Those were some wild little Kiridashis. But yeah. Glad to have you on here. I had someone else recently that had that just popped on to say hi that had known me from the shop, from the old Knife Sharpest days. You know that building isn't even there anymore. It's a fucking parking lot. They the people that own the building would never sell it. Like we tried, my dad and I tried to sell that building, and we would try to buy that building from them, and they would never sell. And then some developer came in there with deep pockets, and they sold. And I had already sold the business by this time. But yeah, they sold it out from underneath the guy that had bought the business from me, and kicked him to the curb and demolished it and made a parking lot, which was crazy because it was one of the oldest buildings in Austin. Anyway, Death Adders. I've got 2 in MagnaCut I will have available by Monday, maybe Sunday afternoon. Jamie, I have 2 Death Adders, MagnaCut. I had ordered some in MagnaCut, but my water jet guy glitched out and did the fucking old model, and I don't make the old model anymore. And so I've got a handful of them that I got to modify before I even do anything with. But I will have some of these. The old style. It's just this, the handle's a lot thinner. The profile of the handle's a lot thinner than the new ones. And the blade is a little smaller. So like the new ones are just a little bit bigger. But I'll have some of these available here real soon. I'll probably start on these in beginning of March. Oh well, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, dude. I got into custom knives just because I couldn't afford to buy the ones that I liked. Like that's the reason why I started. One of the reasons why I started making knives. I liked. I used it probably the first custom, first handmade knife I got was a Dozer, and after that I was sold. I only fixed blades. I only got handmade knives. Dozer is a good knife, and I got into Greco. I still have a Greco Bowie. Yeah, it's crazy what they did to Austin, man. That whole area is completely different. I know there's a couple businesses that are still there that were there back in the day, but not too many. The old that coffee shop down on the corner. I don't remember what it's called. 45th and Burnett. It's still there. I don't even know if the Pit Barbecue's there anymore. Pit Barbecue. Their barbecue was terrible, but they sold a bunch of it. So yeah, pretty cool. We got Bowie's coming. Mini Hellraisers. These are Zfinite, MagnaCut equivalent. And full-size Hellraisers. So yeah, we starting those, and then the D-Guard buoys. That is what I got for y'all. Recap on the fancy material. Got some really nice cross-cut mammoth molar. Got some blue, light blue. This stuff looks really classy, man. It makes some classy handles. And then the cross-cut tusk. They say this stuff's getting harder to get. I don't know, probably. It is really nice material. Makes a really cool looking handle. too. And then I will have these. This material will be available on a Damascus knife here real soon. This is going on one of them big D-guard buoys for the mayor. Taco Shack's still down there. Yeah, I imagine they are. Taco Shack was pretty popular. I used to go over to the Tamale House over on Airport. I know they're not there anymore. But yeah, Tamale House was the shit, man. It was a cool place. Well, that looks like what I got for you folks, you fine folks today. This is what the core is going to look like. Here, let's see if I find a better spot. Here. The core is that dragon. This is Adam DeVille billet. It's got a dragon skin core with like copper and nickel shims. The outside is copper, nickel, and 01. That's a big old billet. It's going to make a big old knife. Looking forward to doing this one. Well, that's what I got for y'all today. Yeah, so Sunday. I should be back on Sunday afternoon. And I will have some of the karambits that I did the handles on today. I will have those to show you. Well, I should have some of them to show you anyway. I'll tell you what. I'll have the ones that are available. I will have those to show you. Best way to get a hold of me is probably email. You can email me at angelfireknives@gmail.com. That's probably the easiest way. I like the email too because there's always a record of the conversation, and especially if it's something custom and something different, I can always go back and refer to our conversation so you get what you want. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a great rest of your Friday evening, and like I said, I'll be back on Sunday. Y'all be cool, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Yeah, it's good to catch up there, Mr. 1121628. Y'all have a great evening.